got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. Started to fall, and where were you? How could I know you were falling too? Grabbing the wind, cutting my skin, but it's hard because I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. But if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo, and he's found a way past. There are shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Very nicely done. And this is Zola, laid back. It's skewed away. And he's being shifted off it. And now the breakaway. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zola, now it's Romario. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Luis Suarez. Crosses it, climbs up big! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Benfica are looking to go forward now. That's a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. Romario! That's a half-decent try. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Plenty. And the shot! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. Great chance! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Nicely intercepted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for options for movement. He has slightly undercooked that one.
But they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through. And it's Vieira. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard aims beyond the defence, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And this is Zola. Oh, sweet beat. Takes a shot. It's a goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Piercing, and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. As you can see, we've already started here.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
He's one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Petit engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Romario. The pass is intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Petit, what's an imaginative pass? Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that's well seen too. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. It's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Messi. Quality ball. Leicester cuts it out.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, well played. Deftly away. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Adriano. That's a cute ball. Dink through. No, that's been intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, nicely intercepted. Petit cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Adriano. It's a searching pass. Let's make sure that's not getting through. And it's Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, good-looking ball. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Adriano is carrying after that one. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Pirlo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Milan looking to pass their way through. And this is Romario. Vieira. He has a look out. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. And the goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And this is Adriano. Pirlo. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Iniesta. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Davids. Oh, Red. Nice interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, that was never going to make it. Pirlo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Albert Ferrer. Nicely aimed pass. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Pirlo. Now it's Romario. This is Ronaldo. Iniesta, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Kicks one through. This is Del Piero. He is just caressing the ball. Played out wide. Costa Corta tries making a foray down the right. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. No joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Davids calmly anticipates.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's from Mario. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Strokes it back. Might be danger here. And this is from Mario. And this is Zola. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Nicely aimed pass. Zola. Romario.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Iniesta. Great vision. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in a great position here. And he was alert to it.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Passing nice and neat. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And Del Piero! He scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Strong running down that left flank, and he's worked it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, sweet beat. Crossed into the box. Vieira tries to clear. Into the last 5 minutes. Crosses it in. In comes the corner. All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short. This is De Bruyne. Now the ball in. Oh, what has happened here? And that has been cleared. And he's had a hit. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Adriano is onto it in a flash. And it's Bale. It's made its way to him. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Beckham. Chance! Oh, what about that? And that's no just to it. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. If the defence let themselves down by not picking them up, I think the boss won't be amused.
And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that.
I had to try to break the habit. I changed my mind. Now I can have it. Make me feel alive. I've got nothing to would I go chasing after? I had myself to blame. I knew it meant disaster. My arms went up in flames. I ran until the morning with my heart from my chest. I put my soul into this. I can't control myself. Why do I still try to chase this? I can only hold my breath. All my sanity has gone and I cannot control myself. I went insane trying to forget, but I hate myself now that I still want it, and I wasted my time. Must be out of my mind. Would I go chasing after? I had myself to blame. I knew it meant disaster.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking...
Big chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Pele. Cruyff. Out to the left it goes. He's found a way through. Looks across and plays it in. And we have our very first corner. Pele! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. The pass is intercepted. Cruyff. Ronaldo was steaming forward. Nicely spread. Robertson. Mateus. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now, you could see them lose it.
Pele. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Ronaldo. Good, takes a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Seedorf. Leicester cuts it out. Romario. It's made its way to him. Oh, look at the space here. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Pele. He has found a way through. He's shifting through the gears here. And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the through ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's... And the shot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Pele. Is there any... There's the shot! It's there! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Tunisia go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Great shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pirlo. This is Ronaldo. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mateus. Cruyff. Now it's Owen. Romario. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele. Seedorf. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Romario. That's been intercepted. Pele. Mateus, the man that is tenacity personified. Nesta gets the foot in and wins the ball. It's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Messi. That's a cute ball. Floated through. Oh, that's a key interception. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Pirlo. And here's Romario. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Pirlo. Distributed tidily. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff tries to pass it through. Zola. Quality ball. Now there's a fine ball. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge. Shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Passing nice and neat. Mbappe! Oh, that's superb.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Cruyff proves just a little bit too strong. Cruyff. Pele does have his leg. Mateus! He's done very well to get to that.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And he's managed to get rid. That'll be a throw. Lovely feet. Driving forward. And he's had a hit!
Tunisia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Bale! And that could have brought them level.
Bale was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And it's Bale. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rummenigge.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, it's come loose. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Maldini. It looks as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cruyff. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. Whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan never really got into this game. I think it's...
Lately forgiven, gave my name to all of them. And the worst of it all is that I can't keep my heart straight. And the worst of it all is that I can't keep my heart straight.
What a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
As you can see, we've already started here. Who do you reckon is pivotal?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Can he finish?
Zola. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Romario. Look at the space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Bebeto. And it's Roberto. Nice sequence of passes this.
And Bebeto! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's there to belt it away. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Zola. And he's gone backward here. And this is Romario.
And the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan.
Chance for a shot! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always...
Big header! Oh, crossbar! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Shevchenko strokes it back. It's a really well-measured ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That looks a decent ball. And this is Ronaldo. Shot could be on. Davids. Great ball. Neymar! And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Milan with 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's put paid to a promising move. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Neymar. Passes short and sharp. And this is Romario. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, that's a key interception. Pops for safety. Cafu. Davids kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cafu. It's Seedorf. Oh, super ball! Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, it's Bebeto, driving through the middle. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free. That's a sharp pass. Vieira. And Shevchenko. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Here's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are back underway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Ronaldo. Messi. That is a brilliant interception. It's Roberto. Oh, they can break here. Cafu. Threads one in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Right, Shevchenko. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Messi in acres of space out wide. Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bebeto. And it's Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. Chips it through. Oh, that's a very deep... He's had a shot! He's got a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
A lot of space ahead of him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has not gone well. PES-ero. That is a great pick out. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Decent chance! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Suarez. Closing in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Davids. Now Mitoma. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And this is Hullet. Big chance, must be! Opts to play it back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is just caressing the ball. Bale. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he shoots! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Yeah. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Needs a return pass. Now it's from Mario. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Nicely aimed pass. Bale. So that's it. It is all over. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
There's the header! In he goes again!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Nielsen, lovely pass, but can he get there?
Batistuta!
Yeah. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zola. Davids. Julie wins the duel this time. Guardiola. To Nielsen. A sharp little ball here. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the...
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Celtic are looking to go forward now. This is Batistuta. Always onto this. Oh, well played. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Still goalless at the moment. Zola. And here's Romario. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a goal kick. Davids. Yeah. Now it's Romario. Julie. And he was quick to react. Nielsen is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. And this is... He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot. And he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive. It often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that has been clubbed away. Pressing high and with purpose. Costa Corta. Davids. And it's Rodri. Neymar. Played into space out wide. Played in by... Chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Vieira. Perez. Davids. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Davids has given away a free kick. Rijkaard. Davids. Now Costa Corta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Brilliantly cut out. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Neymar. Davids. Rodri. And it's Otto. Ribéry goes on a run down the left wing. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira. Davids does well to get it back. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Elects to cross. That's a decent clearance. And they've got a throw. Great chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. And this is Neymar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Played back into the centre. Zola, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Showing great feet there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. It's played through for him. And the finish! Goal! AC Milan are all square. And And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Ribery. And here's Romario. This is Ronaldo. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's well spotted. That has been slung wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, super ball. Nice interception, well timed. Davids. Now Costa Curta. Messi, he's got away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's green grass ahead. And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Can he finish? Now it's Ribery, and he welcomes it in. There's the whistle for half-time. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again then. Rodri. Best. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's had a shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Zola. Nesta. Romario. And it's Ribery. Looking tidy in possession here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ribery. And here's Romario. He's gone backward here. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Khan! And that's definitely not his best. Chooses to go back. He's in a good position here. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Very nicely done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Ribery. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Vieira. Davids. And this is Ronaldo. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! This is their second corner of the game. Brilliant interception. And the shot! Odo. Rodri. Oh, it's Van Basten. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Oh, super fine. He's free. And a chance! He scores!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Gives it back.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's away! Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Neymar! Davids, and it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And now the breakaway. Neymar picks it up out wide.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Searching pass he's played there. No, it's come to nothing. Neymar. Oh, that's superb. Bale. Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. Femi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Passing nice and neat. That looks a good ball through. Shot, surely! It's in! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Past the rings of Saturn, across the Milky Way, where it's waiting diamonds. We'll return someday, speaking without words in perfect harmony. I'll run away with you to another galaxy. It was written in the stars. We can't be torn apart. We are linked together, forging fire forever. We are linked together.
Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day. But now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction. Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity.
So it's down to business here.
Through like electricity.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. Judge, surely! Goal! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And he was quick to react. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Lopez. Batistuta. This is Batistuta. Chance for a shot! In for the pieces! It's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Meni tries to clear. And they can counter here. Spread out to the left. That is a great kick out. He's found a way through. Knocks it in. Big chance! And that's caused a worry or two. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Romario. Oh, Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That pass isn't the best. Neymar, he's got away. Picked out Romario! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely spread. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. Chance to do. Oh, great header!
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Solar, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's picked his way through. Donatoni. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. He rises! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Tchouaméni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! No, not the best of headers. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking to play him in. Oh, super fine. Shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Still as a breeze, a river flowing deep. Don't wanna leave the air you breathe. Living vivid dreams when I think of you and me. Don't wanna leave the world you see, and I will hold you down if love is still alive. It's all forgiven to my eyes. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven to my eyes. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven. You and your wicked ways.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Your
Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat, provided he's paired with the right folks around him.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Thuram gets it away. Zola, that's tidy. Kaká gets a foot in here. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Ended up in no man's land. With Shevchenko. Kaká wins the duel this time. And there's green grass ahead of him. No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Solar, closing in on goal. That's an excellent interception.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Hullet is the team's great visionary. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Romario, Chris, and he shoots! Goal, Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that...
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, he's got a shot, and the shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That's a super give and go. Gives it back. Over to the left. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And This is Paulette. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. And the shot!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it
Best,
slow.
a player who needs no introduction. Think through. Oh, well played. It's not an especially good pass, that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played into space. Shoots! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. That's gone loose. Kaka. And it's Shevchenko. Played out to the right. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaka!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pirlo. And this is Paulette. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with. It's their second corner of the game. Gets big! And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lola. And here's from Mario. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot goal! He scores! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow
Substitution on the field. Number 11, George Best. Number 10,
the only thing I'll do
number 24,
is lay next to
number
you.
7,
We need to slow.
coming on the field.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That's an imaginative pass. No, that was never going to make it. It's a really well-measured ball. And he welcomes it in, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. Zola, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now he's got space here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Big chance, goes for a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Good read, needed to be. Oh, that's a key interception. Zola. And here's from Mario. Neymar. And it's Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's straight offside. Tries to play it through. Davids. He won't be happy with that one. Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's picked his way through. Nice interception, well timed. Zola. He's a sharp little ball here. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
Might want to be careful there.
So that's it, it is all over. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.